What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to my official kickoff for this week's videos. I have so much to show you guys. I've literally got this little paper right here of what I've got written down for face recordings for this week, and it's bananas. There is so much. So I'm gonna try not to spam too much in one day, but we do have a ton releasing this week, especially leading up to polish pickup week. So I did want to note, I'm gonna mention it again on my polish pickup video, but because this is the official new video for this week, or rather the first video for this week's series of videos, how many times can I say videos? I did want to note and just touch on real quick that I have had a ton of eczema on my, specifically my swatch hand mostly. And I'm going all natural again. I know that might hopefully please some people. I am growing out my natural nails again, and we're just gonna go back to basics in that regard because the damage was pretty extensive. I am healing, thankfully. I'm thinking it might have been something in my diet, or it might have been something that I was using with my nails. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say at this point because I introduced so many new things that it just flared up my immune system, and it was like, attack. So anyways, I did have some damage to my actual nails too, and they're completely different lengths right now. So rather than me kind of panic and not swatch and have everything late and have everyone upset with me and me having a panic attack and just freaking out, I figured, when in Rome, we're gonna make some content out of it. And so what I did was I panicked while I was grocery shopping, and I saw some press-on nails, and I was like, you know what? Let's see if they swatch. So we got, will it do, does it dupe, will it topper, and now we're gonna have will it swatch. So I'm using press-on nails for this week. Later on in the week, what I have right here that I'm working on, I have a different set of press-ons too. So, so far they have worked fantastic, the ones I got from Walmart, and I really like it. So I'll link you guys in the description box if you want to see them. I think once they're painted, you cannot tell, and I liked them a lot. So I think they held it really well for swatching. And of course they, per usual with press-on nails, they basically melt when you put acetone on them. So I wouldn't say that they're very good for, like the jelly nails where you stick them on and then you can probably get 2 or 3 manis out of them using acetone. These, absolutely not. The clear ones I used later on in this week's videos, those hold up really well for that. But all that to say, I do apologize because these do have a milky finish, which in my opinion is good in terms of opacity, because it's going to show us that what we need more to build up to full coverage. That's just my opinion. I don't think it detracted from my visible nail line a whole lot, but all this to say, in my just over rambling amount to say, is you are going to see me with some press-on nails this week. It is what it is. So I think if you have eczema like myself, or you have anything really that you want some pretty nails for a night or a couple of days, I think it's a great idea, and there's nothing wrong with it. So you know what? I'm going to say I'm destigmatizing press-ons at this point. So they're not permanent, I promise. I'm already getting some really good grow out with my free edge, and my skin's healing really nicely right now. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the clear ones for the next, say, probably week or 2. And then I'm thinking I'll have some nice pretty nubbins for you guys on my natural nails. And then we'll go from there. So hopefully by the time I'm thinking maybe Thanksgiving rolls around, that will be a thing of the past. So anyways, so back to what this video is about. I've got Kathleen Co's amazing magnetic quad. These are inspired by Stephen King, and she brought it with these. I'm typically not one a whole lot for magnetic polishes because I'm like, it's so much work, but these are worth it because you can wear them unmagnetized. They look beautiful, and you can wear them magnetized and it looks so good. So all this rambling, thank you if you got this far into the intro for a quad no less, but small but mighty video, and let's dive into the polishes. And first up is my personal favorite. This is Pet Sematary, described as having a purple to red shifting shimmer with a gorgeous blue magnetic shift. Now, I definitely agree with that description on the blue magnetic pigment. It is stunning and beautiful, and it's really interesting that when you wear it unmagnetized, that's what's making up the opacity. When you magnetize it, it just pops so well, and you'll see this peekaboo effect with this purpley shimmer. Now, I purposely took this one up to 3 coats. I think they all across the board have a very light formula. So regardless of natural nails or not, I think you're going to need 3 coats for it. I am wearing the polish by itself unmagnetized on my ring finger and the rest magnetized. And you can see how stunning this looks, whether you wear it either way. They both look really good. It does dry down a touch flat, so I would suggest a plumping glossy top coat. And next is Redrum. This is a deep oxblood with eerie red magnetic pigment. So again, very similar formula. Again, all of them, all 4 have a very similar light type of formula. They do have a bit of a metallic feel as you go on with your brush strokes, and I think that makes it very forgiving in terms of any streaking or anything like that. So Redrum is very reminiscent to what attracted me to magnetic polishes several years ago. There was a brand, I can't put my finger on it, but they had a red magnetic polish and it just stole my heart. So red magnetics just have a special place for me, and this one's no exception. It builds up so well, and then when you magnetize it, it just has this super sultry, vampy sort of look to it. Again, I'm going to suggest finishing with a good glossy top coat to kind of help plump it up for that lighter formula. And next is Salem's Lot. This is a black to red multi-chrome with glowy purple magnetic pigment. This also looks fantastic unmagnetized too. I think it popped so well. This would probably have to be, I don't know, my 2nd or 3rd pick in this set. It is so ridiculous once you go in with a magnet. Now, I'm going to remind you guys that whenever you're wearing magnetic polishes, if you're not using, say, a magnetic top coat like what I'm doing, then I think it's perfectly fine to just make sure you are magnetizing each of your layers individually. And then once again, when you apply your top coat, because a quick dry glossy top coat, it's going to re-wet your bottom layers, and then it's going to kind of muddy everything up again. So all your hard work's going to be for naught. So just make sure that you are magnetizing your glossy top coat too. And finally, we have Fairytale. This is a blue multi-chrome with orange magnetic shift. This one's really interesting, and I think my swatches, like my photos, actually came out a touch on the subtle side, but the video is giving you a better idea of what I was seeing in person. Again, 3 coats is perfect whether you're going to wear it magnetized or not, and a plumping glossy top coat. I really liked how on this one, it just takes on such a different appearance than before when you magnetize it. So very strong magnetic pull with whatever you're using, and you are good to go. I like that the contrast in each of these is very strong with their respective magnetic pigments and what's in the polish itself. So this one, in my opinion, dried down quite a bit flatter than the others. So I definitely would suggest going in with a plumping or goopier, thicker, glossy top coat to finish this off. And then lastly, we've got the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate how polishes look over the darkest color to show if they have any layering capabilities. Pet Sematary looked really cool over black, and that's no surprise because that blue pigment is so strong. In person, you can see that vampy purple shimmer, but it does hide a bit. Just vamped out even more. The base to it, the part that pulls away from that magnetic pigment, definitely has this more oxblood looking appearance over black. So it's just super vampy. And Salem's Lot looks really cool. You can see just how strong and glowy it is. Honestly, I think all 4 have topper capabilities. I would just be kind of mindful of their respective tints because they do have shifty shimmers and the super shifty magnetic pigment as well. But I would just note, yes, they are a touch tinted respectively. So
Definitely have some versatility with them, but just I would probably stick with their respective matchy match colors. And then finally a touch of wiggle so you guys can see their family shot together and just how cool they look over black.
So these are going to be available for 13 each, or you can get the quad for 48, and they will be launching September 29th at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will have the website for Kathleen Co listed below in the description box, as well as the Facebook fan group if you are not in there. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.